Madeline. This is going to be about a 20-minute gentle yoga flow. We'll be moving from seated to standing, so if you're not comfortable with those movements, you may want to look at one of my breathwork videos instead, and we'll go ahead and get started. So go ahead and start by finding a comfortable seat, and that can be any shape you want. Ideally, it's somewhere that you can ground down through your sit bones and then use that pressure to lift the crown of the head. Let the shoulders roll away from the ears. If you're comfortable closing the eyes, let the eyes close. If not, just take a soft focus down. Let's start to check in with what's happening here. Maybe noticing physical sensation in the body, or maybe just noticing your surroundings, what you hear and see. And then start to guide focus to the breath. And gently expand the breath, so more space in as you breathe in. And let it go as you breathe out. So the inhale expands belly, ribs, chest. The exhale releases chest, ribs, belly. And you can find a count to help you out here, counting to 4 or 5 or 6 on the inhale and keeping that same count on the exhale. Or you can just kind of feel out that those are of similar length, similar depths. And sometimes we'll be flowing with the breath, sometimes we'll be just holding poses, but we want this breath to carry throughout. And so we'll take a little bit longer here, really just focusing in on that breath. Maybe practicing that when the mind starts to wander, we can gently guide it back to the breath to keep the focus here. And inhale, gently flutter the eyes open and or bring the gaze forward. If you're sitting cross-legged, go ahead and change the crossing of your legs. So you'll sit back and take the opposite shin in front. If you're not sitting cross-legged, feel free to stay exactly as you are. From wherever you are, hands come to the thighs, or if that's not comfortable, just alongside you. And then as you inhale, pull the heart forward, squeeze your shoulder blades, take the gaze up. Exhale, round into the spine, curl chin to chest. Coming into a seated cat-cow. So inhale, pull the heart through, open the heart. Exhale, round and tuck back. And moving with your inhales and exhales, so always feel free to move a little faster or slower than my cues. You can always meet up with me later. Inhale, come to neutral in the spine. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Inhale to grow nice and tall. Exhale, let the left ear melt towards the left shoulder. So letting gravity do the work here of lengthening out the side of the neck. Nothing too intense, nothing too severe. And if you don't like how this feels, you can just come back up to center. Inhale, take the crown of the head up, and then exhale, right ear to right shoulder. The neck, you never want to really force it. It's just gently letting the weight of the head lengthen out the side. You can always make that stretch less intense by lifting the head a little bit. And then inhale, crown of the head up, and make your way to tabletop, coming to hands and knees. And you can get there however you want. But once you find your way to tabletop, spread your fingertips out nice and wide. Wrists are underneath your shoulders. Your toes can be tucked under or flat to the mat, but you want them to be behind your thighs. So if you look back, you cannot see your feet. From here, we'll take a few cat-cows. So inhale, arc the belly, gaze to the sky. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Like what we did seated, just a little bit more. Inhale, arc the belly, gaze up. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, belly comes low. Exhale, press and curl back. And then inhale, come to neutral in the spine. Fingertips really spreading wide here. Take the weight down into those fingertips. And then extend the right leg back behind you. Knee and toes point down to the earth. So you might look back and notice that the knee is pointing out. Just turn the toes down. This might be more than enough to engage the core here. You can stay here. To add a little bit more, you can walk the left fingertips forward. Or if you really want to challenge the balance, you can reach the left fingertips forward. So I like thumb to the sky, but palm facing the earth works just as well. Full breaths in and out through the nose. And on an exhale, place the hand and knee down to the earth. We'll go ahead and swap it out. So shifting weight into the right knee, left leg extends back. Check in if those knee and toes are pointing out, just turn them down instead. Think about equal weight in the palms. Find the belly engagement while the lower back stays long. Maybe this is where you hang out. Maybe the right fingertips reach forward, or maybe all the way. Notice if this is wobbly or not, where you feel your body working to stabilize. And on an exhale, place the hand and knee down to the earth. Separate the knees out nice and wide. Bring the big toes to kiss and press your hips towards your heels for child's pose. Now, depending on your body, you might come all the way down, sit bones to the heels. You might be up pretty far. It's all good. Walk the hands forward a little bit and just melt the chin, the chest, the belly down towards the earth. Keeping the weight back into the heels. Inhale, come up onto the fingertips, and exhale, walk the fingertips over to the left. Lengthen out the right side of your body. Now, depending on your body, you can take this right hand on top of the left for a little bit more pressure. Think about keeping the right heel, the right sit bone pressing towards the right heel. And then inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, walk the hands over to the right, lengthening out the left side body, keeping that left sit bone grounding back. A little bit more intensity, left palm can come on top of the right. Inhale back to center, and shift your way back to tabletop, hands and knees. From there, guide the hands forward about a palm print. Really spread the fingers wide here and think about digging your finger pads down into the earth so there's a little bit of a bend in the knuckles. Tuck your toes and then exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now, if this doesn't jive with you for whatever reason, you can come back to that child's pose that we took. If you are here in down dog, feel free to pedal out the feet so you bend one knee, opposite heel towards the earth, and then bend the other knee, opposite heel towards the earth. Maybe your hips rock a little bit side to side as well. And a common thing that we like to do here is take all the weight in the hands into the wrists. Really try to press into your fingertips. That's going to help protect your hands here. If you've been wiggling back and forth, start to find your way towards stillness. The heels relaxing down, the sit bones lifting high, and then let the crown of the head just relax. Maybe shake it no. Maybe shake it yes, so the neck releases tension here. And as you inhale, bring a softness to the knees. Look between your hands. And exhale, step all the way into a forward fold at the top of the mat. So here your feet can be together or hips width distance. Bring a softness into the knees. Take hold of opposite elbows. Just let the torso sway left to right. And these can be very tiny sways. They can be very large sways. Just depends on your body. And let's meet in center in a forward fold. Let the fingertips dangle towards the earth. If they don't touch, no worries. Let your upper half really just be heavy here, relaxed. And then inhale, take your fingertips to your shins or to your thighs. Lengthen the crown of the head towards the front of the mat. And exhale, release, melt down into your folds. Again, like that, inhale, lengthen the spine, engage the core, stretch the torso long. Exhale, melt down into the fold. And softly bend the knees and slowly start to roll yourself all the way up to stand. So stacking the bones here, knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips. And as you come up, just roll up and back. Turn the palms to face forward, so pinkies in. And take a moment to stabilize this standing position here. So equal pressure between left and right feet, between the inner and outer arches, between the balls of the feet and the heels. And when you find that, really ground down into the earth. Use that pressure to lift the crown of your head. Gaze softly forward or down towards the earth. Inhale, stretch the arms out and up. Guide the palms to touch. And exhale, place the hands together at heart center. Here, inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky, gaze follows. Exhale, swan dive, stretch the arms out as you bow all the way down into your folds. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, relax and melt into the fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, stretch the arms out and up, rise to stand, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll do one more just like that. Inhale, send the fingertips high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down to the fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, out and up, palms touch. Exhale, hands through to heart. You can keep the hands to the heart or take them to the hips. Bring your feet together. Big toes touch, little space between the heels. If that's not gonna work, hips width distance is fine. Take the weight over into your left foot, lift your right heel, and turn the knee to the side, press heel into ankle. Now you can stay here. If you're feeling balanced and wanna challenge yourself, maybe you guide the foot to the shin. Either way, squeeze the right glute, opening the knee out to the side, coming into your tree pose. If you'd like to further challenge the balance, you can play with the arms, maybe reaching them out or all the way overhead. Inhale to turn the knee forward and exhale, place the foot down. Go ahead and shake it out. Let go of any tension you might be holding on to in the feet, the head. And we'll take it to the other side. So once more, big toes touch, little space between the heels, weight into the right foot, lift the left heel this time, turn the knee to the side, heel presses into ankle. Can hang out here, or maybe you float that foot to the shin. Any variation of the arms that makes sense to you. I recommend when balancing to just find a steady point that's not gonna move. Probably don't look at me, everyone's a little wobbly when they're balancing. And then inhale, turn the knee forward, exhale, place the foot down. Go ahead and shake it out. And inhale, flow the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, stretch it wide, bow down into your fold. Inhale to lift halfway. And then exhale to soften the knees and just make your way down to seated. However you would like to get there, doesn't have to be fancy. We're gonna come to feet together, knees wide. So coming into Baddha Konasana, how close your heels are to your groin is just completely personal preference. Thumbs can be to the arches of the feet, the ankles, or just alongside the body. Inhale to lift the heart and exhale to lean forward, bowing into your Baddha Konasana. and inhale, rise up. Gently take the hands outside the knees, bring the knees together, and extend the legs long. Heels to the mat, toes to the sky. If you feel a little wobbly here, you can roll to each side and just pull the flesh back from your sit bones. Really finding this strong feeling, heels pressing down, sit bones pressing down to the earth, spine nice and long. And then bend your left knee and take the foot to the mat. Now, how close the heel comes to the groin is personal preference. Mine's gonna come in quite a bit, but yours is welcome to stay out here. From here, we're gonna reach the left fingertips behind. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, grab onto the thigh and twist to the side. So depending on your body, you might stay pretty far forward. You might twist pretty far back. Gaze can be anywhere along the shoulders. Inhale, turn back to center, release the right fingertips, stretch the left leg long, give both legs a little shake, and then swap it out. So right knee bends, again, foot can bend just partially, or you can drag it in all the way. Right fingertips are gonna come all the way behind. And then inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, grab onto the leg, use that to twist, gazing anywhere along the shoulders. And inhale, come back to center. Release the right leg long, give both legs a little shake. And then let's finish just like we started in a comfortable seat. Now that might be the same seat, it might be something completely different, totally up to you. Once more, gaze softly down towards the earth, unfocused eyes or eyes gently closed. And let yourself be an observer. If it feels safe to be an observer in your body, notice physical sensation. Maybe what parts of the body it's easier to check in with, or what sensation you're experiencing. Maybe you check in with mental and emotional stuff as well. And also just check back in with the room that you're in. And then guide your hands together at heart center and take a little bow of your chin towards your chest. Take a moment of gratitude that you have the body that you do, that it supports you in the ways that it does, and that you chose to take time out of your day to be present on your mat. Take a little bow to thank yourself. And thank you for joining me.
Hey guys, my name is Bake McBride. I am the Assistant Manager and Group Fitness Director here at Move by BJC. And I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to join us for this session. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can jump on the website at www.movebybjc.org, or you can give us a call, 314-286-0525. Thanks again.